So the other day I was here on a service call. The breaker was blank. And I found the crankcase heater toasted. So let's kill gas. Let the heat exchanger cool real fast. And I'm going to change the crankcase heater. All I'm doing right now is letting this thing cool down, because you never want to just shut it off with that heat exchanger cooking hot. I remember spending some time, I learned about the yellow to yellow between those two contactors on this unit, because you have yellow feeding one 24 volts, but then the common between the two contactors is yellow also. Threw me for a loop, but you know what? Every job you got to work through makes you a better tech for the next one. Turn that down. Put a new one on. Ground screw to the casing. Cooked itself. Boom. At least the blue here, it didn't blow through the compressor. But it literally just pow, came apart. So new heater. Yeah, I'm gonna be here forever. I'm missing my drill, not sure. No, stay up so I could pull out. Boom. Okay. Makes it easier when attaching it, coming at this angle. Nothing's trapped. Put this right to ground. Probably should just grab my long bit. Yep. So I love these handles. Why carry a bunch of nut drivers and you already need the bits for your drill. So if I don't want to do it by hand, I could just switch to impact or drill. This is a relatively easy job. I like these easy repairs. Seems like lately I've been getting a lot of BS, hard, difficult repairs that take a while. But that's the nature of the game. So when I energize it, this will start heating up. Powered on. So he gets his heat back. Let me power it off. I want to just raise the heater up a little bit. Looks like on this side it's came off the track just a little bit. Not like it matters, but it's got that ridge on the compressor. Alright. Back on, we're energizing. I mean, this energized anyway. This is always hot. It's got a thermistor somewhere that's gonna energize it whenever it's a certain temperature outside. I gotta go get a strap. Gas, let me quickly turn the gas back on. Boom. Gas is back on. We're in our morning. Test the AC because the crankcase hasn't been there for a while, so just let it do its thing. It's in its morning warm-up at this point, trying to recover from overnight. Get some straps. So I return with a zip tie. So I can straighten out these wires somewhat. Doesn't have to be perfect, but also the best part of a zip tie is I'm going to chop up the next guy who comes in and reaches his hand across. they're gonna be like, you son of a... Kidding. What you want to do is you want to make sure you don't use dikes and you cut it on this very sharp angle. No, I'm kidding. What? Just use your dikes and trim it. It doesn't really leave too sharp of an edge. You can see it's kind of flat. I've seen, I don't know if these will cut where it leaves it like a nice pointed knife. Oh, that works pretty good, but I've seen sometimes they get cut and they look like a knife. I'm gonna still strap this up down here, but first I'm gonna bend the crankcase heater back and out of the way. So this way, in the future, it's kinda not gonna hurt anybody. Okay, good. And now this. Good. It's a relatively easy job. I mean, let's get these in there too. It looks like once upon a time they had everything here strapped together. Even the useless BMS wire. I'm kidding. The control guys have a purpose in life. They tell the customer, oh, you gotta call the mechanical contractor, and the mechanical contractor's like, you gotta contact the control guy, it's their end. Control guy says, no, it's the mechanical. We come back, we rip out their stuff, it works. Then they hate us. Try to cut it as close as possible so you're not leaving that sharp plastic sticking out. Did it warm up at all while I went down? Not really, but it's gonna take a little time. I turned this off when I came up before I started filming again, just so I can cool the heat off. I'm sure it'll come back on. Put this book in here so it could absorb water. It works like a sponge. At this point, it's just soggy and wet. But just in case somebody comes up here and doesn't know the control, they can go in the book and try to figure it out. So we're energizing up. Even off the heat exchanger went up to 106, but I let it run till it was under 100. I just don't want to crack it. These things crack so easy and wear out. I guess it must be satisfied if it's 76 is my return. No, morning warm up, it's still in. Reducer's going, pressure switch closes. Pressure switch closes, lets the board know. The board now is energized and doing its countdown. I don't know if it's a 20-second pre-purge on the module. Does it say? Lit right up. All right. I'm not seeing the pre or post purge on there. A lot of times it'll tell you your pre and post purge. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this repair. I'm out.